Hello, thanks for joining us on Punters Inside Run. It is Caulfield Cup Day. It's going to be a massive day tomorrow at Caulfield. Mick Sharkey joins me as always. Shark, now I'm in an unusual place today that we normally haven't been, but I am at one of your favourite places in the world. I'm at the front bar of Ribera's, if you
Don't
can
make me
believe that.
jealous. Don't make me jealous, Matty. If they got the garfish, they got the garfish on the menu today.
I've been to a storm function somewhere else. I thought, let's just drop in to one of the great racing pubs in the country, with the best seafood in the world. So here we are at Ribera's, and after this, I might partake in some food and beverage.
Why not, Matty? Because you know what else? Tomorrow's menu there, it's still swimming. You know that, don't you?
Outstanding work by you. All right, let's get stuck into the racing, mate. Caulfield Cup, terrific race. It always is. I was pretty keen on Without a Fight, but we're doing this on a Thursday afternoon, and there's a vet inspection for Without a Fight, and it appears to be maybe a bit lame in one leg. What's the latest Without a Fight?
Yeah, not ideal. Non-conformist and Without a Fight, a little bit of lameness when they were inspected on Thursday, so they'll need to be inspected again, and they'll need to satisfy the vets that they're fit to run. It's not unusual at this time of year that horses are a bit stiff and sore. They've had a couple of runs, the tracks are firming up, so I don't think it's anything too drastic. It's just, we need to make sure these horses are in absolute A-grade health before they go out in these big races. So that's why we have the Racing Victoria vet team to go out there and check them all. But fingers crossed they can both make the race, because this is an all-time Caulfield Cup, isn't it? Sometimes we're a bit, it's a bit weak, it's a bit shallow, but there's 6 or 7 genuine chances, and you can't argue with anyone for wanting to back any of them.
Who did you settle on?
Look, I love an import, and the Japanese have been very good to me in this race, but I've gone away from Breakup, the Japanese import here, and I've settled on Valiant King.
Okay.
Just think this horse is probably the forgotten horse in this race. He's only very lightly raced, a Northern Hemisphere 3-year-old. His form's excellent. He chased Desert Hero at Ascot on a very firm track, so that gives me confidence that he'll handle potentially a good 3 at Caulfield on Saturday. Then he went to Nace in the Ballyroan, and he was taking ground off Vauban, who's the Melbourne Cup favourite late in that race. So that was a Group 3 contest. He went out right in the market for the Kilternan Stakes at Leopardstown, but he was found to have mucus after that race in his throat. So a bit of a cold. He wasn't seen at his best that day. I think you have to just forget that run. Prior to that, I know the stable are very, very confident about coming to this race and going very well. He's only here for one show. It's the Caulfield Cup, Matty, and at $11, I'll play Valiant King.
All right, Valiant King for the Caulfield Cup. I'll stay with Without a Fight until we see what happens there. Group racing galore at Caulfield tomorrow. Another 6 or 7 group races apart from the Cup. Where do you want to start with some of these group races?
There are 3 horses I want to back tomorrow at Caulfield, and they're all females, Matty. In race 3, the Ethereal Stakes, I think number 12, Everlasting Kiss, is a great chance.
Yep.
She's super run on debut behind Wolfie and Basilina. That was a very strong maiden at Sale. Then she went to Flemington behind Harlow Mist and hit the line well from well back in the field. Tempo was against her there. I think she'll give a great sight in the Ethereal. I want to go over to race 7, the Tristark. I know Say Magique, she's one of my horses. I love her. I think she's got a lot of ability, but she's come up favourite for this race. There's a Group 1 winner over from New Zealand, Skewiff, who was scratched at Flemington.
At the barrier?
Yeah, at the barrier. She's since been to the jump outs and has jumped out really well. Look, she's a Group 1 winner against Open Company, like Wait for Age, sort of Group 1 quality horse this, and she's been Group 1 placed multiple times in the last, 9 months. So she's a serious mare. I think we're getting a good price about Skewiff in race 7.
What if it's bone dry? Will that be an issue?
Well, look, they see a lot of wet tracks over in New Zealand. I think until we see them on an Australian Good 3, we can assume or give them the benefit of the doubt at least that they'll get through it. So, look, it is a little bit of an unknown, but I don't think it's a dire aspect of the race for her on Saturday.
And the other group is?
Race 10. I'm keen on race 10. Number 11, Gennady.
Gennady, it was a good win, wasn't it?
Yeah, and we didn't see the best of her last preparation. Probably her last 2 since a really electric debut win. I think she's had a few niggles on the way, but listening to Peter Snowden, I think they're confident they've got her back to her best. So $6, that's good enough for me in the last, Matty. Let's hope she sends us home a winner.
So what is your best for Caulfield?
Best for Caulfield. You know what? I'm probably going to play Skew If, I reckon.
Yep.
I just think she's at the price against Say Magique. You're getting a little bit of fat on the bone there. And I think that's okay. Skew If, race 7, number 2 would probably be my best.
I'm going with race 4, number 8, Facile. Blew out the Cobs with a nice win. It was an easy benchmark 68 race at Warwick Farm, but it sets her up nicely for a second up run. And last prep, she was runner-up, second up in a Group 2 race, so she's used to racing at the high level. So race 4, number 8, Facile for me. And value-wise, I like race 5, number 14, Moesha in the 1,000 Guineas Prelude. Double-figure value, unlucky at Sandown in the race there. And there's form out of that race with Zardosi winning the Edward Manifold last week. Anything else for Caulfield before we move to Sydney?
Nothing else at Caulfield for me, Matty. Let's hope we're on target at the Heath.
All right, mate, let's get to Sydney. There's a big race there, the 5 Diamonds, $1 million race.
Yeah, it's the prelude to that big 5 Diamonds finale, I guess you could say. Interesting sort of race this, or lead-up race. Some of these will need to run. Democracy Manifest, boy, oh boy, 5th in an Epsom, and it lobs up in this, where there are horses that have got benchmark form around them, or potentially needing a little bit further, needing that 1,800 metres of the 5 Diamonds. I think Democracy Manifest, if he runs to his Epsom form, super hard to beat here. He's got room to move from 12. You'd like to see them making ground by this stage of the day, though, Matty, I would say by race 8. If it's a bit leaderish, maybe just go a little bit soft, tread a bit warily with Democracy Manifest. But if they can make ground and win, bet. And the best for me at Sydney at Randwick this weekend, knocking on the door this horse. Let's hope there's a win in it on Saturday and that we're not too deep into a preparation. Race 6, number 7, Smashing Eagle. He has been, as his name suggests,
Been close so many times.
Yeah. Hasn't he been good?
My best in Sydney is in race 4, Marquess. I think it's a good bet. Been in really good form, going from strength to strength. It stepped up to the 1,900 metres. Yes, it was benchmark 78 level, but was strong on the line, so I don't have a problem with that. And I think I'm going to stick with Detonator Jack once more. Mm-hmm. I thought it was a flat run last time, and I thought, probably wants a bit more ground. And interviewed Kieran Maher today, and I said, mate, what happened with Detonator Jack last week? I said, it was a bit flat. And he goes, should I stick with it? And he said, yes.
Well, you have to listen to the trainer, don't you? Particularly, did he wink at you when he said it?
He may have even blown me a kiss. Who knows?
Oh. Take it.
All right, Shark. Good to talk to you as always. Massive day at Caulfield. Will it find you on the track?
I'll be out there, Matty. Yes, I'll be wandering around. So, yeah, it looks like thirsty weather too out there on Saturday.
Before the change hits, let's hope it doesn't hit too hard, and let's hope we get through the Caulfield Cup. Great to talk to you as always. Talk to you next week, mate.
Will do, Matty. Enjoy the gold band snapper.
Garfish, please. That is Punters Inside Run, coming to you live from one of the greatest places in the world, and that is Riberas. And Shark is jealous, but maybe we do lunch here after we collect all that money in the weekend. Thanks for joining us on Punters Inside Run. Good luck on the weekend.
What are you really gambling with? For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website.